Hello everyone. Thanks for joining in and following the analysis from Monday. Today is Thursday, 29th May, and we'll continue with our daily analysis. From our previous analysis, we were looking at price retesting the daily resistance zone here so that we would have full confirmation that price is now bearish for us to continue our bearish nature or for us to continue ourselves. Now, this candle is the candle that we used as our first bearish confirmation to know that price is changing from bullish to bearish using the daily candle. And once we had it, we use this point as a retest zone in order to confirm our bearish nature. Now that we know that we are fully bearish from here, let's get to the lower time frame to get a breakdown and get the exact entry point for us to take our sell trades today. Now coming to the 1 hour, you would see that price is really forming the bearish formation that we all know of in terms of the structure formation that we know of. Now this is the last high point that price created, and this is the last higher low point that price created. This was the previous higher high point, and then price gave us this particular low point to work with. From this low point, we had the lower high, which was the first lower high point, and then we had our first lower low point, and now we have our second lower high point to work with. So clearly we can now see that price is in what? A downtrend. So here, once we know that price is in a downtrend, then what do? We join the sellers to sell in the market. Now, if we want to join, from our previous analysis, we realize that this was our short-term support zone. When price started the sell, we started our sell from this particular point. This was a point where we were looking at, this is the weekly support resistance level we marked for Monday, and we were looking at if price is able to break that particular zone, we have a push up to that area and then a drop to come and break this short-term support zone that price was using as what? Our buy zone. And that is what has true, or that is what has really happened as a down that we are looking at the chart. And with that happening, it has also given us the flow of what? A bearish nature. Looking at how we have numbered our structure now. We have a high point, our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we are expecting price to use this to create a lower low and then a possible lower high around this area. So we are looking at the next lower high around this particular area. Now, for us to get our lower high, there's going to be two entry points that I will be looking out for today. As price buys, is either it gives a sell confirmation around this area, and when that sell confirmation is given, I take myself from there to this weekly support that we marked on Monday, and probably get a buy confirmation from there. Since I'm a day trader, I just want to take advantage of the zones that price offer to me. So I look for buy confirmation from here, meet up with any structure, and then to continue the sell nature that price has presented to us. If that doesn't happen, then what I'll be looking out for, since this whole area, this daily support resistance level that we have marked at 33.15, price can come to that particular level as the same as price is buying. There can be a break of structure around this area. This short-term support resistance zone can be broken by price. Now, once it gets broken by price, I will look at the reactions. If it gives a buy confirmation from here, I will pick that buy to this daily support resistance level that we marked. That is 33.15. Then I take a sell from that point and expect it to break this short-term support resistance zone to head to this particular support level that we mark from the weekly level. Because this is our long-term sell point, 3240. That is our long-term sell point. That is where we are looking at ending our sells. Before, if there is a possible push up to the top, then we can look at a possible push up, because this is coming from the weekly level. The red zone is coming from the weekly level. So it can lead price to change the direction and create another all-time high. But we just have to look at the reaction that will happen around this area. Once we have a buy confirmation, then we can now join in for the buy. If not, we have a break of that particular structure, then we continue with ourselves. So for today, I'm looking at picking a sell at this particular area. If price presents itself, that is 3285 area. If price gives me a sell confirmation, I take it. Or picking a sell from 3315 area. So this whole area is what I'm looking at for sell. This whole zone, this whole zone is what I'm looking out for sell. So any sell confirmation I get within this area, then it means that I will just hop on it and ensure that I hold my trade enough to be able to get enough profit from it. Once I get trade breaking above a little bit, and then pick myself to this place. If that happens, it means that our trend will be enforced. Let's assume we have a break around this area, and then it comes to this particular zone. Then we'll be having our lower low created, and then we'll also be having lower high also created here. So right now I'm looking at price creating new lower low and then new lower high for continuation. You can see the lower low has already begun, and so we look out for the lower high by targeting 3315 at its highest point for a sell, and then within 3285 area zone for also a sell. Now, in the event that the sales that we are looking for does not happen, then we need to prepare ourselves for a bullish market. And I would go fully bullish when 3315 gets broken. Once 3315 gets broken, then it means that I would now turn my bias to a buy, because it's a daily support resistance level that has been broken. So if I see anything like this, price buys to this level, breaks it, gives a buy confirmation, I enter. In the attempt to take a sell from here, price breaks that level. Once it breaks that level and it successfully retests the daily support or comes to retest any structural point that has been formed around the sell zone that I'm looking to sell, then it means that I will be taking my buy to the what? Upside. So in the event that in the attempt for price to give us the sell confirmation, it breaks above this daily support resistance zone, then I would now turn fully bullish and not bearish. But for now, I am fully bearish, waiting for price to tap into this area for a sell or around this zone for a sell. So we are looking between 33.15 to 32.85. Any point that we have a sell confirmation presenting itself, then that is where we would be taking ourselves from. If you have not joined my channel, then please check the bio, check the settings, and then you get a link to join my channel. In my channel, all we do is to share trade setup, and then we take advantage of the entries that price is presenting itself. If you want to learn more about gold or you want to trade more on gold, you join my channel and we share our trade setups together. Thank you for watching, and watch out for the next video tomorrow morning. Thank you. Peace.